Hello student, today we are going to study about human respiratory system. It is important for 4-mark question for your exam point of view. Before we start this question, let us have a look to the various organs present in the respiratory system. Fresh air enters to our body with the help of structure called nostril. Then nostril, it enters to a nasal passage. The pink color structure behind the structure of nose is called nasal passage. Then air is taken to structure called pharynx. From pharynx, it enters to a larynx. Larynx is also known as voice box. From larynx, a structure called trachea is present. So air is taken to the trachea. Trachea is surrounded by cartilaginous ring. After that, air enters to a main structure of our system, that is called lungs. In lungs, it divided into two parts, that is called bronchi. Singular, it is called bronchus. Bronchi further divided into a small structure that is called bronchiole. So bronchi divided into a further branching structure called bronchiole. At the end of every bronchiole, a structure is present that is called alveolar sac. Singular, it is called alveolus, and plurally, it is called alveoli. This is the detailed structure of alveolus. In alveoli, a balloon-like structure is present, and this balloon-like air sac helps in the better exchange of O2 CO2 between lungs and that of blood vessel. This is the structure of ribs, and ribs provide protection to our lungs, and this is called diaphragm. Diaphragm separate lungs and our digestive organ. Let us study human respiratory system step by step. It contains nostrils, nasal passage, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchiole, alveoli. So we have to prepare the correct sequence. It contains nostrils, nasal passage, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchiole and alveoli. First step, air enters to body by nostril taken to a nasal passage. तो पहले air हमारी body में nostril में enter होती है, and then it is taken to a nasal passage. In nasal passage, two structures are present. Air is filtered by fine hairs in nasal passage. तो ये fine hair air को filter करने का काम करते हैं. Next, nasal passage is lined with a mucus to trap germs and dust particles. तो हमारे nasal passage का जो mucus है या फिर mucous membrane है, वो germs को या फिर dust particle को stick कर लेती है, so that only fresh air can enter into the body. Next organ is pharynx. After nasal passage, next organ is pharynx. It carry fresh air from nasal passage to larynx. तो pharynx fresh air को nasal passage में से larynx के अंदर supply करता है. Next organ is larynx. Larynx is also known as voice box. So also known as voice box, it passes air from pharynx to trachea. तो larynx pharynx से fresh air को trachea में pass on करता है. Next is trachea. Trachea is also known as windpipe. It carries the fresh air to lungs, which is present in chest cavity. So after voice box, the next organ is called windpipe, or it is also called trachea. It carries the fresh air to lungs, and lungs is present in chest cavity. This trachea is protected by cartilage ring. These cartilage rings are very much important. They are present around the trachea. तो trachea के around एक structure होता है that is called cartilaginous ring, and this ring protect the collapsing of trachea. This ring do not let windpipe collapse in absence of air. अगर हमारे trachea में air नहीं होगी तो वो कोलैप्स हो सकता है, लेकिन बिकॉज ऑफ द कार्टिलेज रिंग इट डू नॉट कोलैप्स. नेक्स्ट एंड मेन ऑर्गन ऑफ आवर रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम इज lungs. Lungs are located in chest cavity inside the rib cage. Lungs are protected by rib cage and it is present in chest cavity. Then trachea inside the structure of lungs divided into two parts called bronchi. Two airways which leads trachea to the lungs. So singularly it is called bronchus, but plurally they are called bronchi. So bronchi are actually further extension of trachea inside the lungs. Then bronchi further divide into structure called bronchiole and is further branching of bronchi in lungs. तो lungs के अंदर trachea bronchi में divide होता है. Bronchi is the plural form of bronchus and that bronchi further branch or divide into structure called bronchiole. At the end of every bronchiole, next organ called alveoli. Alveoli is a plural form of alveolus. So balloon-like structure is present at the end of bronchiole. Balloon-like air sacs means balloon जैसा एक structure जो हर bronchiole के last part में present होता है for gaseous exchange between lungs and blood vessel. So alveolus or plural alveoli helps in better gaseous exchange between lungs and that of blood vessel. Alveoli are richly supplied with the blood vessel for better exchange of gases. So जो alveolus का structure है that is having more number of blood vessels. So that richly supplied blood vessel improve the exchange of gases between lungs and that of blood vessel. Diaphragm. Diaphragm is a separating membrane or a layer between digestive organs and that of lungs. So diaphragm is not actually a direct part of respiratory system, but diaphragm separate the respiratory system from that of digestive system. Let us revise. Fresh air entered to our body with the help of nostrils. Then that air is taken to nasal passage. From nasal passage ये pharynx में जाएगा. Pharynx to larynx. Larynx is also known as voice box. Then from larynx it entered to trachea. Trachea are surrounded by C-shaped cartilaginous ring. Rings protect the collapsing portion of this trachea. Then this trachea entered to a main organ of our system that is called lungs. These lungs are present on the structure of diaphragm. Lungs are protected by ribs. Now trachea further divided into two parts that is called bronchi. Singular they are called bronchus. In bronchi the end part is called bronchiole. So bronchi further divided into a structure called bronchiole. End part of every bronchiole are known as alveolar sac. Alveolar sac possess balloon-like structure for exchange of gases between lungs and that of blood vessel. आई होप स्टूडेंट आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा. अगर आपको इस वीडियो से रिलेटेड कुछ भी कंफ्यूजन है आप मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में कमेंट कर सकते हैं. थैंक यू.